Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Aria Brooks, and men over 50 need to hear this right now. If you drink green tea for your heart, metabolism, or performance, there's a brutal truth almost no one tells you. For most older men, that daily cup is doing almost nothing. Not because green tea is bad, but because your body simply can't absorb the compounds that make it powerful anymore. You're basically drinking a warm, healthy-sounding habit with no real payoff, but you don't need to stop drinking it. You just need to fix it, and you can do that in about 5 seconds with one simple upgrade that transforms your tea from pointless into a genuine metabolism, blood flow, and vitality booster. This isn't a supplement. It's not a trick. It's basic chemistry, the kind men's health doctors use to help older men actually absorb what they're drinking. So today, I'm going to show you the exact ingredient combination that unlocks the full power of green tea, prevents it from being wasted, and turns it into a real daily tool for energy, confidence, and performance. Let's get into the truth behind why your green tea isn't working and how to fix it starting tomorrow morning. Before we get into the solution, we have to be honest about where we're starting from. The problem with green tea is not the tea itself. Green tea is, on paper, a nutritional powerhouse. It contains a family of potent antioxidants called catechins, especially a compound named EGCG, which carries a big share of green tea's benefits. EGCG acts like a metabolic spark plug, a strong anti-inflammatory force, and a protective shield for your cells. But here's where things fall apart. EGCG and the other catechins in green tea are notoriously tough for the human body to absorb. They're highly unstable. From the moment those compounds hit the hot water in your mug to the moment they move through the acidic environment of your stomach, they're already breaking down and losing strength. By the time they finally reach your small intestine, where absorption should happen, their biological activity is only a fraction of what it was when you first brewed the tea. It's like trying to open a heavy vault. You have the key, your green tea, but the key is bent and won't quite fit the lock. Your body simply can't access the full power of the compounds floating around in that cup. Your money is being wasted, and more importantly, your health is not getting the support it desperately needs as you age. As men move beyond 50, this problem only gets more intense. Our digestive systems get less efficient. Nutrient absorption declines. The gut lining, which is responsible for drawing these crucial compounds out of your food, becomes a bit worn and tired. You may be drinking the finest organic green tea you can buy, but your aging body is just letting most of the good stuff slide right by. So what's the answer? You need a simple addition, a microscopic sidekick that acts like a cellular delivery truck, a protective shield, and a metabolic key all at once. Something that helps each one of those powerful catechins, each antioxidant, actually reach the places they need to go before your body has a chance to break them down. If there's one upgrade that behaves like a pure, concentrated superpower for male vitality, it's a combination hiding in plain sight in your spice rack. A pair of ingredients you probably use all the time without ever thinking about their deeper medicinal value. I'm talking about turmeric and black pepper together. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Turmeric and black pepper in my green tea? Yes. And here's why. Turmeric holds a compound called curcumin, and black pepper contains piperine, a natural alkaloid. On their own, curcumin is very poorly absorbed. Together, curcumin and piperine form one of the most studied nutrient-boosting combinations in natural medicine. When you consume a small pinch of turmeric with a tiny amount of fresh ground black pepper, something remarkable happens in your gut and liver. The piperine in the pepper temporarily slows the enzymes that normally rush to break down both curcumin and other plant compounds. That pause gives your body far more time to absorb what's in your cup. So when you add just a small pinch, and I really do mean a small pinch, of turmeric plus a sprinkle of freshly ground black pepper to your green tea, something powerful happens. The piperine and curcumin begin working right away. They directly enhance the impact of those delicate catechins and antioxidants while bringing their own anti-inflammatory and vascular benefits. Research has shown that piperine can increase the bioavailability of certain compounds by up to many times their normal level. In practical terms, that means your cup of green tea, which used to be a mostly symbolic health drink, suddenly becomes a concentrated, high-impact liquid supplement, delivering a far larger dose of helpful compounds straight to your cells. The benefits for men are enormous. This amplifies amplified absorption and added anti-inflammatory effect mean less silent chronic inflammation, the quiet enemy of vascular health. Inflammation slowly damages the delicate lining of your arteries and interferes with nitric oxide, the crucial molecule that allows blood vessels to relax and blood to flow smoothly. That same inflammatory process contributes to stiff joints, nagging aches, fatigue, and a less responsive intimate system. By steadily fighting this internal fire and flooding your system with more usable antioxidants, you're laying the foundation for better circulation, more energy, and a return of that calm, grounded, masculine vigor. It's like providing your vascular system with a clean, steady stream of fuel that keeps your arteries more flexible and ready. There is one condition to this powerful hack, though. You need to use freshly ground black pepper alongside your turmeric, not the pre-ground pepper that's been sitting in a shaker for years. The vital compounds in pepper start to break down quickly once the peppercorn is ground and exposed to air and light. The same goes for turmeric powder. Using it regularly and keeping it fresh matters. A small, inexpensive pepper grinder and a jar of quality turmeric on your counter are all you need to turn this from a weak habit into a potent ritual. Before we go any further, there's something important I want to share because it ties directly into this idea of helping your body actually use what you give it. Green tea is just one example. For men over 50, the foods you choose every day can either support your hormones, circulation, and energy, or quietly work against them. That's why I put together the all-in-one men's vitality and intimacy blueprint. Inside it, I include a curated list of foods to eat and avoid, along with the exact strategies I use in my practice to help men absorb nutrients better, improve blood flow, boost performance, and rebuild their vitality naturally. The link is in the description and pinned comment if you want to explore beyond quick fixes and deepen your results. But what if you don't enjoy the earthy, spicy taste of turmeric and pepper in your morning cup? Or what if you want to double down on circulation and cellular protection using a slightly different angle altogether? That's where my second green tea upgrade comes in, and it's just a squeeze and a scoop away. I'm talking about adding a modest amount of citrus juice plus a touch of L-arginine, a squeeze of fresh lemon or lime for vitamin C, and a very small amount of L-arginine powder, about a quarter teaspoon. The science here works a bit differently from the turmeric and pepper combo, but the effects are just as impressive. The fragile catechins in green tea, especially EGCG, are easily damaged. From the moment they meet hot water to the moment they cross the varying pH levels in your digestive system, they start to fall apart. Much of their potency is lost before your body can ever put them to use. Vitamin C, found richly in citrus, acts as a stabilizer. It binds to these delicate molecules and helps protect them from breaking down in your stomach's acidic environment. At the same time, L-arginine serves as a building block for nitric oxide, that same critical molecule responsible for relaxing blood vessels and supporting healthy blood flow. So when you pair citrus and a small amount of arginine with your green tea, you're doing two things at once. You're shielding the tea's antioxidants and supplying raw material for better circulation. This combination means more of the active compounds reach your small intestine intact and ready for absorption. You turn an average cup into a far more potent one. And vitamin C brings its own powerful benefits. It's essential for collagen production, which helps maintain the strength and flexibility of your arteries. It also fights the same kind of inflammation we've been talking about and supports your immune system, another area that becomes increasingly important as men age. So by adding a simple squeeze of lemon or lime and a small dose of L-arginine to your green tea, you're protecting its benefits and adding your own vascular support system on top. It's a complete win-win for your cells, your blood vessels, and your overall vitality. But what if your personal struggle isn't mainly about absorption and cellular protection? What if you're dealing with issues that feel more like sluggishness, cold hands and feet, or a sense that your circulation just isn't what it used to be? For those more specific concerns, my third and fourth upgrades are simple, time-tested, and surprisingly effective. First, let's look at cayenne pepper. This fiery red spice has been used in traditional systems of medicine as a powerful circulatory stimulant and internal warmer. When you add a very small pinch of cayenne to your green tea, just enough to feel a gentle warmth, you give your circulation an immediate nudge. Capsaicin, the active compound in cayenne, has a strong thermogenic effect. It helps increase heat production in the body and encourages blood vessels to widen slightly, improving overall circulation from your core out to your fingers and toes. For men who feel slow, heavy, or notice poor blood flow, this can be a fantastic daily trick. It literally wakes your system up and gets things moving again in a way that feels warm, subtle, and surprisingly effective. Second, consider adding a small honey and garlic infusion to your green tea. This option is especially powerful for men who are concerned about blood sugar swings, energy crashes, and the gradual creep of belly fat and metabolic slowdown. A teaspoon of raw honey and a drop or two of juice from freshly crushed garlic might sound unusual, but together they create a unique metabolic and vascular support combo. Honey, used in moderation, can help smooth out sudden blood sugar drops by providing a more gentle release of energy, while garlic has been shown to support healthy nitric oxide levels and arterial flexibility. As men age, insulin sensitivity often declines. That leads to more dramatic energy highs and lows throughout the day, and more of that excess sugar being stored around the midsection. By adding a small amount of raw honey and a touch of garlic extract to your tea, you're offering your body a gentle reminder to use energy more efficiently and to keep blood sugar fluctuations more stable. It's a simple, flavorful way to proactively address a key metabolic concern while also giving your circulation a subtle boost. The reason these green tea upgrades work so deeply is not just because of the individual power of turmeric, pepper, citrus, arginine, cayenne, honey, or garlic. It's the combination of the ingredient and the ritual and your intention. This is about far more than what sits in your cup. By consciously choosing to add one of these targeted upgrades to your morning routine, you're taking a deliberate step toward your health before the noise and demands of the day even begin. You're telling your body, I'm steering this in the right direction. Every single morning, you have to remember a fundamental principle of male health. The body of a man over 50 responds best to consistency, not intensity. You're not looking for a huge, all-consuming overhaul that burns you out in a few weeks. What you truly need is a gentle daily nudge in the right direction. A small habit that, when repeated over time, turns into a profound and lasting transformation. To get started, think about cycling these options based on your most important current need. If you're just beginning and your goal is to finally unlock the raw power green tea already contains, start with the turmeric and black pepper combo. That tiny pinch of golden spice plus fresh ground pepper acts as a master key, unlocking your cell's ability to actually use the antioxidants that would otherwise go to waste. This is the foundational first step in turning green tea from a health myth into a health reality. If your palate is more sensitive or you're looking for a smoother flavor with a strong protective and vascular effect, use the citrus and L-arginine upgrade. The vitamin C in a squeeze of lemon or lime acts as a shield, preserving the tea's fragile compounds, while the arginine supports nitric oxide and healthy blood flow. This choice is about protecting and enhancing the very essence of what green tea can do. For those of you dealing with constantly cold hands and feet, a sense of inner chill, or that general feeling of sluggish circulation, your ideal option is cayenne. This ancient spice has been used for generations to gently stoke your internal fire. When you add it to your green tea, you're giving your circulation a warm, stimulating push. Cayenne works to naturally boost thermogenesis and support blood vessel dilation, literally waking up your system and getting things moving in a way that feels both warming and invigorating. It's a fantastic daily remedy for a body that feels stuck. And if your primary concern is frustrating energy dips, cravings, and a slowly expanding waistline, make the honey and garlic infusion your daily base. This simple combination has been shown in research to support healthier blood flow and more stable energy use. By adding a teaspoon of raw honey and a little garlic essence, you're giving your body a gentle daily reminder to use energy wisely, protect your arteries, and keep your metabolic engine humming more steadily. This alone can make a noticeable difference in how you feel throughout the day, and it indirectly supports your hormonal health, since blood sugar instability and hormone problems often show up together. Choose just one of these upgrades. Commit to it, not for a single week, but for 3 full weeks. Pay attention to how you feel. You will likely notice a subtle but very real shift in your internal engine. More calm, more steady energy, and a deeper sense of masculine vitality. Before we wrap up, a lot of men ask me which natural supplements actually make a real difference. After reviewing the research and seeing what works in real patients, I've narrowed it down to 4 essentials. 1 for stronger erections, 1 for stamina and performance, 1 for testosterone balance, and one for prostate comfort. They're all natural, science-backed, and selected to work together for maximum results. I've linked them in the description and pinned comment. Feel free to check them out if you're ready to feel your absolute best. I'm Dr. Aria Brooks. Before you go, drop your age and country in the comments. I love seeing where everyone's watching from. If this helped, hit like, subscribe, and tell me which green tea upgrade you're trying first.